Previously on Roll Gay Roleplay. You are at the Mask for Mask Playhouse, and Glitterfuck's Prism Wind has just handed you a brick with some weird etchings on it.
Just gonna actually light a cigarette, get a bunch of ash from it, and he's just gonna do like one of those like rubbings. That looks like weird language.
Gerbgil Borux.
Gerbgil Borux. It sounds like Simish. Hey, you guys, maybe we should go outside and take a look to see where that brick was being thrown.
You guys can leave the coffee shop and turn towards where you think the person was throwing the brick. And as you turn there, you do realize you see one of the animatronic Madam Cookie fortune-telling booths.
Oh.
Are we? Do we think the animatronic threw a brick into the road?
Rux puts a coin in.
All your sacrifices will transform and reappear in newfound power. And then she takes her left hand and points directly to the top corner of the booth. You can see that there is a small hole at the top right corner of the side of the booth, like on the actual like booth itself, not the glass part. And around that small hole, there are a bunch of letters.
Oh, Ophibile. Ophibile.
You recall that Ophibile means I'm hungry.
Shannon's going to put in his pinky and be like, for the porcelain.
Oh, God.
And you feel that with the tip of your finger, there's a little button at the very back of it.
Like a prostate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pushing the button.
Great, you lose your pinky.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, that's
Oh.
that.
A blade comes down, severs your pinky. You can hear it kind of drop into some little basket or something underneath. And now there's a little bit of blood coming out of your hand.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to Roll Gay Roleplay, a real gay, real play D&D podcast. I'm Kris the DM, and today's pre-goss was chaotic as fuck.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Katie. I play Spectre St-Tite, and my ADHD is just off the wall today. That little monkey in my head is banging his cymbals.
I'm Brandle, and at any given time when we're recording, I have like 15 YouTube tabs open that I intend to watch later, but usually just don't.
I'm Tisha, and sometimes I close out my tabs and then I feel superior to people who don't, and I make fun of them. Because, Brandle, what's wrong with you?
Sick burn.
And hi,
Got
I'm
him.
Popsin. Oh. And hi.
Oh, I'm sorry for laughing during your intro.
God! This happens every time.
I'm still waiting. I just get the giggles out now.
Get 5 seconds, count down 5 seconds, and then go.
Okay, so hi. I'm Pop Sensation Tuvelu, and you're gone, and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind.
Yes, Tovlo.
Ooh, it's Tuvelu.
It's Tuvelu. Okay, sorry. But I love Tuvelu's music.
Yes.
Are we sure it's not Tovlo?
Nope, it's Tuvelu.
That's not what
Okay.
RuPaul said.
That's fair.
RuPaul will pull out every book and ask everybody, and RuPaul's never wrong. It's Tuvelu. Well, I mean, RuPaul is wrong about like social issues, but bitch, she can remember somebody's name.
She
we have
can't
a
remember
question?
Jinx's name. Remember
That's
that clip of her at
well, I mean, she can
DragCon?
say it right though.
Who are you?
Jinx. Anyway, yeah. So we have a question today.
And our question is actually related to RuPaul. So, what is something that immediately tells you that someone wasn't raised right? And my answer related to RuPaul is fracking.
Oh.
But for real, it's when they don't tip wait staff.
Oh.
So there's a very obvious difference between people who have worked customer service and people who have not.
Wait, is there tipping in Canada?
There's tipping. Yeah. Yeah. So we do
I
have
thought
that
y'all were
same
like Europe.
problem of
Okay.
where like everything is getting that square terminal where it's like tip 10% on, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
in restaurants, you tip 15% minimum. It's going up to 20 because the cost of living and people don't go out and everyone at restaurants is terrible now. On all of your deliveries, 15, 20%, right? And if someone tips like, oh, it's a little slow, I'm going to tip 10%. No, they do not make minimum wage unless you tip minimum 15 to 20%. And that's what I can tell is the difference between people who have worked customer service and people who have not. Or if it's been a long, long time since they've worked customer service and they are remembering that, oh, I did it better back in the day, so I'm going to treat them terribly because I didn't do this bad. No, yes, you did. Like someone is doing this service for you and they deserve to be compensated fairly for taking that off of your plate.
Absolutely.
Did someone just fall down a well?
I think he dropped his phone down a well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm cleaning my keyboard.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, this is a fun time to do it.
With a hammer?
It's got too many keys on this damn
Hey,
thing.
excuse me. There's a lot of focus on me right now. If we could just get back to the conversation at hand. Thank you.
Something that tells me someone wasn't raised right is if they choose to clean their keyboard mid-recording.
Someone that isn't raised right is someone that decides to harass somebody in their moment of vulnerability. Thank you.
We need to see
so
more
vulnerable while
vulnerability
he's
from you.
cleaning his keyboard. How dare you, Brandle? Get a seat.
So sorry.
I don't know. I don't see. So I'm a teacher, and I see lots of things that make me question the rearing of a child and their upbringing. So I personally cannot speak too much on this subject because the shit that I see is very fucking real.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I will tell y'all though that I don't think this will I've said a lot of other shit that'll get me in trouble, but I will say, yeah, I've had to have social workers. I've had to report children.
Yes, literally raised right versus figuratively.
Also, if you put your milk in before your cereal, you weren't raised right.
Yeah, I would say, there are a lot of different reasons why people do different things, but I think that one of the biggest ones that aren't just the normals is when you don't have a sheet on your bed and you sit on it.
Like just full mattress?
Just straight sitting on the mattress.
I shivered a little bit out of disgust. I feel that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
But it's something that I've seen people do, and I'm like, somebody didn't teach you to take care of your stuff, your expensive stuff.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I see a mattress sans sheet and it's because I immediately just think of damn, you probably throw good dick. That's what I think. Because the bed.
Yeah,
ain't
though.
I've heard about that
Well,
stereotype too. Don't worry. It's always the
and the-
skinniest, nastiest.
That's just how you get a UTI.
There's something about all the dirty clothes being on the bed. It's like, you're a little slut, aren't you?
Okay.
Right, because how are you still existing, and how are you getting people to come over to your house and you don't even care? Even just doing it on your own, leaving the sheet off your mattress.
Don't like it.
There's dust, dead skin cells that are all roaming around through your house, and then you're going to sleep on that?
immediately jail.
Mm-mm. If you don't know, you don't know, and you can't be faulted for things that you don't know, but you obviously weren't raised right, but let's fix it now.
Mine is not putting your cart back in the cart corral.
Ooh.
I fucking hate seeing that. And I've seen people I saw one guy and I stared him down doing it because he was an asshole for this. He took his kid out of the cart and he flipped the cart onto its top. So it was standing upright and only on two wheels. And I thought at first, I was like, oh, he's putting his kid in the car. That makes sense. So the cart doesn't roll away. I get this. But then he just left it behind someone else's car and drove off.
Huh.
I was like, wow, that's okay.
That's a special kind of inconsiderate.
Right. Yeah. So cart corral management, just put it back. If you're going to use it, put it back.
Right. It's not that far away. You
It's
can
not.
handle the extra 15 seconds, 30 seconds at most. You'll be fine.
Oh, and mine, am I supposed to actually have one? Mine's when someone throws something out of anger. It really bothers me when someone has like a blow up because they can't control their emotions as a grown adult.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, I had a boyfriend that was like that. And don't get me wrong, he, like there's trauma behind people that are like, able to like cope with big feelings. Like there's usually trauma behind it, but I think the primary point, and I'm going to get on my pedestal when I say this,
Mhm.
as an adult, your traumas are not an excuse for you to be a shitty person.
Hmm.
Correct.
It's a reason, not a justification.
Period. Okay? So just remember that, if you got them big feelings, you need to go find a way to healthily get them adjusted, and not quote unquote be a terror around the people that love you and you love. So
Not you soft parenting the audience. Got big feelings? We need to-
it's what I tell my kids all the time. They're like, I'm just upset. And I'm like, I understand you're upset, okay, but being upset does not mean you get to hit somebody, okay?
My favorite thing that I've seen about that online is just like sometimes you just have to realize that what you are feeling, it's not a ghost. You don't have to sage it. You don't have to like get someone to come in and do a cleansing ceremony. It's just the big light is on and you don't like it. Or it's just really
Mhm.
loud in this grocery store. You know what I mean? Like,
Period.
Yeah. Feelings versus reactions. Your feelings are valid and you are allowed to have them. But your reaction to those feelings is the thing that you need to control in order to not, harm the people around you.
Speaking of harming people around you, we have a podcast to record.
Somebody lost a finger.
Somebody lost a fucking finger.
Someone did lose a finger.
And I'm going to use my trauma against you to be an asshole. Come on, Shannon.
I'm here for it.
So that is where we left off, though. Our detectives were trying to figure out what happened to Glitterfuck's Prism Wind's window. Learned a brick came from an area where a Madame Cookie's fortune-telling booth was affixed to the wall, and I definitely said it the first time and did not re-record it.
I have you admitting that in
Nope.
pre-goss, and I'm going to post
Gaslight.
it. Gaslight.
Gaslight.
And I'm the girl boss. Sorry.
Anyway, y'all went and saw Honk Puddin', the hot dog man. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here.
Does anybody else want a hot dog?
yes, I love normal hot dog.
No, I'm not getting. We went through this, okay? I'm not getting your hot dog, okay? What you call normal.
Hormel.
Lynn's gonna pout.
I know that's what it makes you think. Hormel.
Can I
Okay, I'll get you a hot dog, a plain hot dog. How about that? Plain.
plain? That seems so much worse.
Just dry. Just dry.
Give me a dry dog.
Be a dry dog.
Well, it comes out. It's hot dog water flavored.
Ugh.
There's some hot dog.
Yeah, you
water.
can order it wet like an Italian beef.
Ugh.
Ew, 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 ew. No. No. Nope. Not even as a joke.
Okay, I'll go. I'll just get everybody a hot dog. Lynn, if you don't want anything, if you can just take off what you don't like.
Okay.
Yes, I win. Yes.
Just turn it sideways.
I've given up.
You can make your way to the hot dog stand, and Honk will be there. Hey, what can I get you?
5 hot dogs, please.
You want them normal or normal?
Normal.
Yeah,
Oh.
all right. And Honk will serve them up. You're familiar. I've talked to you before, right?
Yeah. We've spoken a few times. I got a map from you. That's where I can find you. That way, in case I'm ever craving a hot dog.
Yes, that's right. Rux, right?
Oh, fuck me. No, not Rux. That's some other guy that kind of looks like me.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry, I got a lot of customers. I mix up names sometimes. There's 3. I got 2 more coming. What was your name again?
Tux.
Living.
Tux. All right, Tux it is.
Yeah. But you got any messages for Rux or something?
Nope. No messages. Just got your name
Oh.
wrong.
Okay.
There's your 5 hot dogs.
Can I
10
do
credits.
insight or anything?
Sure, go ahead.
Here's 10 credits. Okay. Oh, fudge. On that one,
Oh, is there anything we can do to help?
I have inspiration. I'm going to use inspiration.
And I'll give you bardic inspiration.
I don't think anyone followed Rux up there.
Oh, just kidding.
Well, okay, then I got 17 using my inspiration.
Okay, the inspiration comes in handy then. What are you looking for with this insight?
When he asked if I was Rux and I said no, first of all, do I believe he believes me? And when I asked him, does he have anything for Rux if he was telling the truth?
Okay. No, he does not believe you. And he does not have any message for Rux that you think no.
Shit, I forgot to use my accent.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Here's your 10 credits. Okay, bye. Remember, Tux, I don't know that other guy.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you around, Tux.
Okay, thanks.
Hot dogs here. Get your hot dogs. And Honk will continue selling his dogs.
Rux runs. Hey, I might have messed up. I don't know. Let's get back to the place. I forgot to do my disguise.
Let's get out of here.
Ah, very well.
So we're going to have you run back to the Animegatronic.
Didn't Shannon break the plexi and bust this machine?
Oh, yeah, that's
open?
true. Yeah.
Wait, we tried to pull, see what was underneath it. If it was like a legs.
Yeah. Yeah, Bae tried to go into the coin slot.
You broke the thing open and dragged me down and left her dangling when we went for hot dogs.
That's right. That's right. This booth is fucked up. That's true.
And we got one more fortune, right? So I think that means that Shannon's finger is going to get turned into a cool weapon.
Oh.
But that's my optimism speaking.
I don't think so.
Finger
And
weapon.
I don't want a finger weapon.
You want a thumb
Chris,
thumb
I
from
don't
Spy
fucking
Kids?
no, I don't. Chris, don't be stupid.
It's a gun called the finger bang.
Yes! Yes!
I am not entertaining this foolishness.
Then I'll take it.
Lynn loves a finger bang.
Yes.
Okay, so I got 5 hot dogs. I'm just going to stick one of them in. I'm going to go ahead and just take it out of the bun. And, or maybe I should leave the bun in. I'll leave it with the bun and all the toppings and stuff. Here you go, Anamik's hole.
Great. As soon as the hot dog touches the button in the back of the hole, the machine pops open. The Animegatronic's body is still dangling outside of the broken glass, but the booth will swing open like it's on a hinge, and it will reveal a dark staircase leading downward. Can I have everyone roll a perception check, please?
And we were rolling really bad last episode. I got a 16.
It continues. I got a 4.
I also got a 16. Thank you.
14.
Yeah, already better rolls than last episode. That's true. So Bae's just kind of following down, maybe looking at the ground. There's like little pebbles on the stairs. Maybe Bae's just fascinated with the fact they're picking up some more texture.
Yes. It's like a slime.
Slime.
Yeah. The rest of you, as you go down, you can see in the dark there are 3 statues in this room. The room is made of like that pressed plyboard. Looks pretty rudimentary. But there are 3 statues in front of you, and the statues all look like Rux.
Oh.
No, come on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Rux. These look very familiar.
Yeah, this... You don't have secret playhouse that you never told us about? Have you just... What the fuck?
No, I don't. I'm not, this is making me a little nervous. Like, is somebody obsessed with me or something?
Can I investigate them? Like, how detailed are they? Like, are they concrete? Is it like someone made a mold and poured them? Like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
fuck, I got an 8.
Well, anyone else want to investigate these?
I also want to investigate this. I want to investigate the entire statue itself, but I just saw an anime about eyes moving and killing people. I'm specifically looking at the eyes. But I'm also
Okay.
investigating like what the statues are made of. Are they impenetrable? Like, can I break them?
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Investigation.
You're just immediately
Rux.
trying to break them?
11. Well, in case something happens, can we fight them, or are they just like these very large stone things that are like resistant and immune to like slashing damage and shit like that?
Rux is transfixed by the face and the torso, like the whole statue, pretty much. And is I want to do an investigation check for Rux as well.
Okay.
They're gonna touch the statues.
All right, go ahead and roll as well, and I can.
A dirty 20.
There we go. So I think everyone can realize that these statues are made of stone. I think pretty much regardless of role, you can determine that. Shannon's going to focus in on the eyes, and they look to still be stone as well. It doesn't seem like they are anything separate from the statue. And Rux, as you're looking at it, you realize that there are some cutouts within the statue. All 3 statues have a hole in their mouth that's open. And there's also a hole that is corked about 2 inches below Rux's navel.
Oh.
Navel?
I don't like this.
Okay, so they have holes in their mouths. Should I put another finger in their mouth?
No. No, please don't. That's weird. I don't want to see that.
And I just really don't want to do the extra paperwork. Like,
Okay,
Well, hot
listen.
dog
I got 4 more hot dogs here. Let's there's this hole here in the mouth and there's a hole under the navel that's corked.
Should I pull the cork?
Well,
let's-
hang on a second. Can Bae do like a perception of just the room in general? Is there any signage or carvings on the wall? Or
Why don't we roll investigation for that?
well, I got another 3. So
Randall, just reset your page, refresh.
okay,
Hold on. Do I have anything for you to help you with it? I have Bardic, but I don't think Bardic's going to really help you.
No, I don't think so.
I think Bae continues to look at the ground and just keeps picking up more rocks and debris. There's like sawdust.
Oh, Bae loves sawdust.
Rux, do you think I should assist you at uncorking?
I have a thought. Why don't we feed me a hot dog without it uncorked, and if nothing happens, we'll uncork it and then feed a hot dog? What do you think?
Can you feed yourself a hot dog?
Uh,
Or do you mean put it in the? Can you do it? Yeah, because you're like buff. And if something happens, well, I've already lost a finger, so it's your turn.
okay, yeah.
Can someone
That's-
else help me look around this room? I feel like we shouldn't just immediately shove hot dogs into statues.
Rux puts a hot dog.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
there
the
feels like
plasmoid.
something weird about seeing you do this to a statue of yourself. Like,
Yeah, please don't take any pictures.
Are you doing it slow?
Yeah, I'm doing it slow, but not to make it sensual.
Yeah, this makes it less sensual for sure.
Yeah.
This is literal fear.
The whole time you're like, you like that? You like that?
Is this an
I'm trying to make sure I get all of the ingredients, the sport peppers and everything all together so it's a good bite.
That makes sense. Which statue are you doing this to? There's 1, 2, and 3.
I'm just saying that feeding hot dogs to the lesbian vegan is just real, like.
the land of Maple Leaf.
Eat this wiener.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be okay, there's 1, 2, and 3. Which one's on the left? Which one's on the right? 1 is on the left. That I'm like if I'm looking at
Okay.
if I'm standing in front of them, they're looking at me, I'm looking at them. Which one is on my left?
And he looks at
One
me,
is on your left.
and I look at him,
Okay.
and he looks at me.
I had to really get that because last time we did this with statues, there was some confusion.
Last time we did this, we immediately acted instead of investigating the space and suffered for it.
I rolled investigation and I rolled a 7, so I'm right there with Bae.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Bae checks to ask for a wizard hat carving.
So 1. I'm putting it
In one? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the hot dog in there, all the fixins, sports peppers and everything. And after a few seconds, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So stupid.
Is there anything we can do to help?
No, Bae watches. Bae grabs some of Lynn's popcorn.
All right. I got a 23.
Nice.
Okay, that saves. So that means you take half damage. Let's get some
Oof.
dice up. Dice.
Which statue did you feed it to? Like the one in the middle, the one on the...
1.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm facing the statues and they're facing me, it's the one on my left,
Okay. Feeds the hot dog.
which is number 1.
So acid comes shooting out of the
Oh
mouth.
my god.
Rux, you're able to dip out of the way a little bit, but you still take 12 damage.
Oh, dang. Okay. I must have acid reflux or something there. Sometimes you gotta take the sports peppers off. Like, I know you shouldn't, but, you know, get
That's
older.
why I call it normal hot dog.
Companions. It has come to my attention that maybe we should investigate the room.
Okay. I'll look over on this side.
You may
Rux
have to look on
starts
every
walking.
side because Bae and I are just really encapsulated with this floor. Look how it looks.
Yeah, Bae's handing sawdust
Alright.
to Shannon.
Rux starts investigating and they get a dirty 20. Why am I misgendering Rux?
It's because of the conversation we had earlier.
Yeah, we
I-
were talking about how, like, even as trans people, it's hard to... It's still a work in progress to disconnect those really baked in ideas of gender. Like, I still, like, call myself she all the time. Like, and it happens. It's totally
Yeah.
normal, and it happens. You just have to keep trying.
Well, at least Rux has some investigation. I think Rux starts looking around the room, can't quite find anything until looking back at Bae and Shannon. And Bae has actually cleared off a space in the room, cleared off a space of the floor, where Rux can read some more of that language that only they can recognize.
Ooh.
Now, I'm going to share what it says first, and then we're going to roll to see if you can figure out what that means, Rux.
Gerb. One of the funniest words in the world.
I just sent what it says, Rux, on Riverside.
So
Oh,
for people who are
mhm.
listening, it's
This is dark magics.
Rux Mick
Read it out loud.
Natig. Rux Mac Atohteh. Atohteh? Rux Maka Wabadebadoo. Obviously, I don't speak Simlish.
Rux make Natig. Rux mac Atohteh.
I'm gonna say this
Rux
right now.
Maka Wabadebadoo. Rux Maka Wabadebadoo. Mick Maka. That must be the numbers. Mick Maka.
No, nothing. I have nothing to say. Just the Lord is my shepherd.
Have you guys seen that video of Katy Perry singing one of her songs in fucking Simlish? I'm like, this actually sounds normal. Like,
No.
it's really funny.
Yeah,
I'll have to pull up another YouTube tab.
that one's worth the watch, Brandle.
I think the first word is you, Rex.
Yeah, it seems like somebody seems to be expecting me in here. So
Can
this maybe is a trap. I just want to say that. So if you guys want to leave, I understand.
Oh, well, that's why I'm going to cast Find Traps. So I sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. So within this room, obviously, I can see this room. So anything affected by an alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap, but doesn't reveal natural weaknesses in the area. So like unstable ceilings, hidden sinkholes, etc.
Okay. All 3 statues have traps in them.
Of course.
Okay. Rux, you know this language, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. But,
Well, I believe you should jog your memory. And I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration as I sing to you. And maybe you can like roll a history check.
Oh, there's
I like
got to
that.
be a
Do we have-
Nickelback song with memories that you can sing.
Look at this photograph.
photograph.
Every time it makes me recall Simlish.
Anyone have comprehend languages? I'm gonna need to take that spell.
I keep looking at it too.
Your bardic is a +10, right?
Yes.
A D10.
Yes, a D10.
I mean, I have divination, so I can like ask God what it means.
All right. With the bardic, I got a 19 for history.
Ooh. 19's pretty good. All right, I think we'll give you all the last words.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Natig means nothing. Atohteh means I really have to pee. And Wabadebadoo means I'm on fire.
Bae pulls the cork out of the middle one.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think that Maka is the numbers. So Mick would be 1, Mac would be 2, Maka would be 3, and then Rux 1, nothing, Rux 2, I have to pee, and Rux 3, I'm on fire.
So these are things that we have to do to the statue?
Yeah, I guess don't do nothing to 1, go pee on number 2, and then roast some marshmallows on number 3. I don't know.
Light it on fire.
I think you gotta uncork the second one if it gets to pee.
Haha, that's pea cork.
Yeah, I think they already said that they uncorked it, so we're going to make that happen.
Yeah, but that was.
No, it's here.
Yeah, but Rex hadn't told us what it meant yet. I was
So-
like, oh, Bae.
Hey, one way to solve
Bae heard the voice of God.
one way to solve
Oh, that's true.
you can just solve puzzles by accident. I do it all the time in video games.
Yeah, that's Baldur's Gate for me.
Yeah, and sometimes in like Baldur's Gate, if you mess that up, if you had let the wrong one pee, we're fucked. We can't put the acid back in.
So as you uncork the second one, liquid does start to appear. It's a lightly yellow, mostly clear liquid. Nothing seems to happen to you, Bae.
It pees.
Does anybody got a bucket? Maybe instead of making them pee on the floor.
No, we don't care. I don't.
Do we have a glove? Can I have a?
No, we don't.
Can I pull out like a spare?
Why are
glove?
we trying to conserve this liquid?
I mean, no, not trying to
The third one's on fire.
not trying to conserve it
Wait,
necessarily,
oh.
but I mean, I don't like a picture of myself peeing on the floor.
I think that yellowish, almost white liquid is fuel. Maybe we throw the fuel onto the other statue, then light it on fire.
That's the plan. Let's do it.
How are
So-
you doing it?
With my hands.
Okay.
Yes.
Does anybody got a bucket?
So I'm gonna cup my hands underneath the yellowish clear liquid and then like throw it onto the third statue.
Okay.
I think I still have some gloves of wine.
Roll a
I
perception
could-
check while you're doing that.
Okay. Oh shit, I'm dying.
You do still have some gloves of wine, you're right.
I rolled a critical 20.
Okay. As you cup it in your hand and throw it onto the statue, it definitely smells like urine.
Nice.
That's gross.
Now you got 9 piss fingers.
Does that give you an infection in your?
Oh no.
I'll have you all know that I fucking hate this game.
Yeah.
I think I do. I got like fucking what is it? Tuberculosis. I don't know. No, hey, I don't think that this is. I don't think that this is fuel. It was a clever ploy, just like the French in the War of 1333, where they peed on the crops, and everyone thought it was rain, but it wasn't, for it was piss.
Don't piss on my crops and tell me it's
Piss on
rain.
my crops.
So, can someone please throw me into the nearest pyre? Please light this third statue on fire.
I thought that
So mad that you cupped the pee. Okay, I can we put the cork back in or no?
No, just let it happen.
Yeah,
It's
it's still
happening.
going. It's a lot.
Damn.
Can we please light the third one on fire? Bae, do you have a fire spell?
That's what I think that we are supposed to put water on the third test tube because
Well, I threw pee on it. Nothing happened. I think you have to light it on fire.
okay. I have guiding bolt. Is that electricity or fire?
That's
No,
radiant.
it's not.
Oh damn it.
I mean, I could do it, but it's gonna cause a surge.
That's fine. I kind of want to die right now. I'm dripping in piss.
Hold on, didn't
Go
I
ahead and
get
get that chart up real quick.
something that had fire damage? Or wait, hold on. Let me read my
Does
features.
thaumaturgy let me create a little fire?
No, it like shakes the earth.
I can cause flames to flicker, but I can't create flames.
The flames that are already here.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
radiant damage.
Like the flame that's slowly dying in me because I'm covered in piss.
So sorry, Shannon.
Rux drinks a second glove of wine and then hands the empty gloves to Shannon. Hey, here's some gloves in case. Let's get your hands covered up, maybe.
So I want to have tannin flavored piss.
The alcohol will clean up the guts you got.
We
Maybe
learned
disinfect the-
we learned in the War of 2024 with the French that actually alcohol doesn't really do that. It's not real. Nope, I'm just covered in infected piss. I think something's growing.
Oh God.
Does anybody have something to clean them up?
Or maybe a sharp dagger, and you could just put it right here in my chest.
I
That works too. I used to be pretty.
Everybody back up. I'm gonna light this thing on fire.
Yo, I have one potion of aqueous form.
That's just going to make me immersed in the piss. No thanks.
You are just a pool of water. Yeah, that's exactly. You will just become part piss.
Just
I'm
blend
gonna
with
shoot
the
a fireball.
You,
Is
Okay.
anyone
Okay.
close enough
Rux
to get
backs
hurt?
up.
Yeah, I gotta
we're-
move away from
I've
the
backed away
statues.
fully, yeah.
Okay. Bay cast fireball.
It has to make a dex saving throw.
It's a statue.
It's a statue. It cannot move. You can hit it.
It takes 29 damage.
Lovely. Let's roll this surge, and then I can tell you what happens after you light this
Shannon.
thing on fire.
Shannon is clean with 10
I
fingers.
got a 5.
Can you roll a D100, please?
I got a 5.
Roll another D100, I mean.
Oh,
Yeah, this one requires a second D100.
okay.
Oh, it's a twofer.
It's a good one.
51.
Come on,
Jesus.
fives.
Okay, so the 51 is how many hours this lasts.
Huh.
Oh.
And before we find out what is going to happen for 51 hours, I'm going to take the listeners into the gay agenda. This is the gay agenda, and first, I've got a special invite for everybody. To celebrate becoming an honoree for the Webby Awards this year for Best Indie Podcast, we've decided to do a game night this weekend, Saturday, April 20th at 5:30 Central or 6:30 Eastern. If you are already part of our Discord, there is an event in there. If not, I have put a link to our Discord in the episode notes, so you can click on it from there. Yeah, and come help us celebrate this huge achievement for the podcast. And of course, you can find everything Roll Gay Roleplay at rollgayroleplay.com. From there, you can find our social media. You can find our merch store. You can find information about the cast. And you can find our Patreon. You can also go to patreon.com/rollgayroleplay. There you will get extra bonus episodes, weekly pregosses that Brandle puts together. There's polls that help shape the game, which is how Glitterfuck's Prism Wind became an NPC. And just a bunch of fun stuff on there. So if you want to support the show, patreon.com/rollgayroleplay. Also, we're celebrating that we hit 300,000 downloads last week. It is a huge accomplishment, and because of that, we've decided to do a trivia night with prizes for our listeners. Now, this trivia night's going to be in about a month. I don't have an exact date yet, but I will have an exact date by next week. And this trivia will be on the Cursed season only. We did a Windblown one last time we did a trivia night. This time it will be on Cursed. So if you haven't listened to Cursed in a while, might be time to refresh your memory. Details of that to come. And before we go back to the show, here's a message from some of our friends.
Hello, Zach here from Geeks Can't, and I'm here to warn you strongly about our podcast. We've got 3 hosts forming some sort of a Bermuda triad where many unfortunate souls enter and precious, precious few merge again unscathed. One of our siren hosts speaks incessantly about Dungeons and Dragons and God knows what other maleficence. The other, a sea hag of a man that delves the depths of Kickstarter and brings back both luminous pearls and moist clams. Finally, the third and most despicable will spew tales of distant lands, like tabletop conventions and other occurrences. Together we weave a tangled net of RPGs, reviews, and interviews that's sure to leave you breathless, drowning. Now let me ask you a question. Has this tantalized you? If so, you can catch the Geeks Can't live on the World of Game Design Twitch and YouTube each week. Just search for World of Game Design on Twitch or YouTube, or search for Geeks Can't, that's GeeksCant, in your favorite podcast feed, and you'll be able to download the audio there. Enjoy.
Bae, you just grew a mustache. Actual hair mustache.
Oh, okay.
For the next 51 hours, you must ask everyone you come across what they think of your mustache.
What kind of mustache? Is it
I'll
like
let you
a...
flavor this.
Oh.
What do you want?
Um,
What would Bae's ideal mustache be?
I think Bae gets like a curly and handlebar, like classic Texas mayor in a cartoon mustache.
Very nice.
Wilford
Also
Brimley
feels
mustache.
appropriate since I'm moving to Texas.
I'm so sorry for you. I mean, I know that Florida's hot, but it gets hot.
It also gets cold, girl.
Yeah, you're in the north part of Texas too.
Guys, I have a question.
Mm.
What do you think of my new mustache?
I think that
Oh, they.
Am I pulling it off?
makes you look very handsome.
Oh, well, howdy.
Very handsome.
Yeah, that's a nice mustache you got there.
Honestly, I mean, I can't fix it in your mustache because piss fingers. But if someone could just get that little curl on the left side and just make it a little more curly.
Oh,
Can I touch it? And I'll fix it.
please.
Okay. Rux fixes the curly, makes it more curly
Ah.
on the left side.
Now, excellent.
I'm now offering mustache rides. Everyone, please.
The way that just wore me the fuck out. I mustache you all to turn towards the statue.
Yes, the mustache isn't the only thing that has changed in this room. After the statue lights on fire, there is a door behind that opens up. It leads you into another room. The fire will put itself out. However, the pee is still going in the second statue.
Okay, Rux is going to try to put. Rux takes the gloves that Shannon didn't want, and kind of connects them together, and ties off the finger on the bottom one,
Okay.
and then takes some string and makes a little holder for the liquid coming out.
Okay, so there's just a growing glove of pee. then.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's definitely better.
That's gonna explode.
And if I'm not mistaken, this room is made of like plywood, so it's just going to be mildewy, moldy piss.
How much more could there be in there? It's not a big statue.
Well, it doesn't seem to be slowing down, so I imagine. What if it's what if there's a restaurant or something above us, and this is where all the piss goes into this one statue?
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah.
I can't play this game anymore. I just grossed myself out.
Well, I don't know how else to get this to stop being all over the plywood floor. Like, if it keeps going.
I don't think we have. I think we can just go through this room, and maybe it's a timer. Like, if we don't do this in time, we'll be covered in pee. I've already failed.
Do I have like?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, and we
What's
can't
in
just
my
cork it back up, right?
inventory?
We've already tried that.
Or we
No,
can,
you never
haven't
tried
tried
that.
to cork it
No,
back
no
up.
one ever tried that.
but also there's an open door.
Right, and also it's a cork, it's small, and if you try to put the cork in, you're gonna get the pee on your hands.
Oh, true.
I mean,
Rux takes
If only
takes
someone
one of
already
their-
had pee on their hands.
I'm not touching that again. Can we go through the door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
Rux takes their pike and sticks it in the hole.
Oh,
damn.
right in its pee hole? You're sounding the Rux statue?
Hey, I mean, don't say it like that. It's not really me. Okay, there's no actual urethra there.
Then why do you have such an attachment to how this thing pees? And,
I just don't want it to be just peeing out in the open for everybody.
but it's not you.
I know, but you look at it, does it not look like me?
So it's fine. Okay, I need you to decide your feelings right now.
I stick the pike in.
Okay, great. No more peas coming out.
That's your weapon.
I mean, it's some kind of weapon now. Let's go.
All right. Well, the door.
You make your way into the second room. This room also is plywood walls and floors. And there's a big opening in front of you. Can everyone roll perception for me?
What kind of opening? Wall, floor, ceiling?
I'll roll a perception, I'll tell you.
Nat 20, baby, 21.
They finally showed
11.
up.
I get X-ray vision, bitch. What's the next room?
Another dirty 20 for Rux.
Okay.
At 26.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, well, I feel less special.
Yeah, really? I think I think everyone's going to be able to notice this big chasm opening. It looks to be bigger than it should be for how little you are underground. It's stories tall.
Oh.
And it's just a big carved out, like stone carved out area. Lynn will also point out that there is a camera in the corner of the room, the corner closest to the door, that seems to have just turned on and focused in on you.
Everybody smile. We are on camera. And he points over to where the camera is over in the corner.
I immediately want to do a check because I say this feels very familiar. And NB is watching, and I want to see if we just feel a foreboding presence in here.
Okay.
Vibes check.
A vibes check, yeah.
Would that be like Arcana? Because
Survival?
well, the thing had an aura around it, like a necrotic aura.
Oh.
Is
I'll
that?
yeah, we can do Arcana then.
I say, everybody keep on your toes for NB.
While they're rolling, I want to see does the camera also have audio?
Yeah, you would believe the camera has audio.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. You don't sense anything particularly necrotic about this. But Rux, I think you would recognize this to be an unusual looking camera. I think all of you would notice that it's not a camera that you would get at a shop around here.
So not like a Meoward Applesauce special.
No. No, something you haven't seen in a store around you or online at all.
How thick are the plywood walls? Can I go knock on them to see how thick they are?
Yeah, you can give them a knock. I mean, they're semi-sturdy. You could probably easily get through it, though. As you're investigating all of this, though, you suddenly feel a rumble in the ground. And inside that chasm, there is a house that begins to fade into existence.
Ooh.
It's a 2-story kind of cottagey house, green exterior, red door with a stained glass window on it. As the house fades into existence, a person appears, opens the door. Rux, there you are. I have not seen you in so long. Come here, come see me.
Is that an animatronic?
It looks exactly like an animatronic. Short woman with black salt and pepper hair, bandana on her head.
Do you think the robots came to life?
Do I recognize this person outside of the animatronic?
Just vaguely. You can't really place who they are.
Hi. Come You want me to go over there? I don't. Who are you?
Oh, Rux. It's on a week. It's only been a couple months. What are you talking about? I mean, it's been a while. I've expected you much sooner, but are you ready to go home? Isn't that why you're here?
I'm here because we found the brick that got thrown.
Yes, you were supposed to come back to me long ago when mission was complete, and then we go home.
What is she talking about?
What?
I also did not think you were bringing friends. This was a secret mission, you understand. I've probably already said too much now that I'm thinking about this. Do I need to off all of them?
No. They're all right.
Okay.
They're okay.
Yeah. What would we need to cast to trying to keep up with what's happening?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like what? Like perception, like
I think perception actually would be
yeah.
correct.
It's a net 20, 29.
Wow.
You can't give me knowledge that doesn't exist. So like, if I don't know who the fuck she is, I don't know who the fuck she is. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that you're at least realizing that this person definitely knows Rux, and Rux should know this person.
but Rux doesn't seem to.
No, and I think Rux, this is something that we had earlier in the season. I think Rux, you remember that this was somebody that brought you to this place.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I think so. My memory isn't exactly here. I kind of remember you bringing me here, but I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing, and I also don't remember where I came from.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at you. And Anamik's gonna come up to Rux and pull a little pen flashlight out of her pocket, and kind of like open your mouth and peek in there, look in your ears, hold your nose up a little bit, look in there.
Oh my god, big paw.
What's the last thing you do remember, Rux? Your last real strong memory.
Uh, the last thing I really remember is meeting Zastasha in the at the agency when we were trying to get hired.
Okay.
That's the furthest back that I really
Okay.
really remember. That was like 2 months ago.
Okay. So you were sent here on mission, right? You know you're not from here, right? You at least realize that you're supposed to. Like, you haven't seen a lot of your kind around here, right?
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff around here is not super familiar to me.
Okay. Why don't we talk in boutique? Come on inside. Everyone can come in if you say they're cool. But fuck around, find out. That's the rules in my boutique. So,
I smell like pee.
oh, you can wash your hands. I have hose in back. No. You can come inside and wash hands.
Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me.
I smell like pee.
Yes, just please don't pet my cat until after you wash your hands.
I won't pet anything until I'm fully cleaned.
Good. I don't need mittens smelling like pee. Yes, come inside. We'll figure this out, Rux. So you all make your way into the boutique. Inside, it is wooden walls, a parquet floor. There's items on shelves. There's also a little boutique that seems to match the Madame Cookie's fortune-telling booth, but this one is freestanding to the side right next to the stairs. There is a bathroom that Shannon can find. And Anamik will kind of hop up on the counter, like sit on the counter, let her legs dangle a bit. And she'll say, "Okay, Rux, now are you comfortable with me explaining all of this in front of everybody?"
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, so you were sent here on a mission, right? You were supposed to convince a doctor to help one of the family bosses. I remember seeing that family boss had died, which, happened, was not your fault. Okay, was not your fault. But after that happened, we were called off mission, and you were supposed to come back here. And you didn't, so I set up little language, and when you solve the language, and then I would come back and get you. I see you got a little acid on you. We can clear that up if you want. Oh, also, everyone, there is bread box here in boutique. If anyone wants food, specifically food cannot be cat meat. That is canon. Cannot be cat meat, but any other food if you want it. But yeah, Rux, you were here for mission, and you were supposed to complete mission and then come back, and then I take you home. But you never came back to me after her mission is complete. We say complete. Man die. But,
They live at the agency.
well, they live
That's
on
home.
different world before that. You don't remember your family or anything, Rux.
My family.
Yeah, hang on a second. Anamik's gonna go behind the counter and pull out a picture. And there's Rux there with another Leonin partner and a small Leonin child.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
You kid? That's wild.
Yeah, sorry, I do forget name of child. That's my fault. I don't listen to names very well. Speaking of which, I'm on the meek. I did not introduce myself to you all. Pardon me for that.
Lynn's gonna curtsy and hand over a business card. Lynn Spectre, St-Tite, investigator in charge of Bae-Lin Youth Agency. Pleasure to meet you.
Just likewise. Thank you for the card.
You're the lady on the boxes.
Yes. I figured while Rux was here on business, I also create business. Make little money while we're here.
You'll always run that side hustle. And cash, not taxable.
Absolutely. This is also interdimensional travel. If you ever want to travel interdimensionally, Anami can do that. Now that we have met, I am here for the business.
Ah, nice.
All we gotta do is get piss on our fingers.
We can make it easier now. Here's my card, and Anami will pull out a card. You can contact me for it now, okay? You don't have to do piss fingers anymore.
You don't have to do piss fingers. I think we're really moving up in the world. Not piss finger.
Last thing you remember is agency. What's the first thing you remember about Rux? Meeting Rux, any of you? Go ahead and roll history for me.
Dirty 20.
And does Shannon need to roll it?
No, Shannon would not. Shannon's answer would be, I recently met them at a wrestling match.
Right. Okay.
What did you roll, Bae? I'm sorry.
14.
Okay. So both of you do remember Rux coming in. You know that they were also in the agency before meeting Zastasha?
Oh. I mean, there was at the very beginning. I don't mention it very often because you dropped it, and I don't want to cause my employee pain. But when you first started, you said that you needed help looking into something. And that you would work it off. But when we start to, actually settle down and had some time to look into your case, you didn't know what I was talking about. So I just kind of left it. And we've been good employee, coworker, friend ever since.
I guess we might have different definitions of good, but just based off of that whole Irwin thing and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd agree with that. What case was I asking about?
Something about old boss in this city. Maybe there was kid involved. I don't know. I assumed it was like HR violation, small business, work for family. They all.
Oh, Rux. The mission was over. Okay, I'm piecing together. You were trying to look into boss after what happened. That's the only boss you had in this world. The kid and their spouse, they're running the family. This is not mob, understand? It's mob, okay? It's just
Mob.
the kid and their spouse are running it because dad died. You were not supposed to be involved after that. You just needed to convince the doctor to help the father. That was it. I don't know why you needed to take it further, but if you were looking into your old boss, that's what you were trying to do.
So you're telling me that my old boss died,
Mm-hmm.
and now their kids are running the business, and I came here to this detective agency to find out more information on the kids?
I don't know who else you would be investigating. I think so.
Or, Anamik, Who was my old boss? What did they do? Like, what area? How long did I work for them? Why am I in this dimension if they're my boss in the other dimension?
No, they're not up your boss in other dimension. Your other dimension boss, time travel boss. Don't worry about that. They were your boss here when you arrived. We got you job because of little bit of lying, okay? Because you are enforcer. You're good at scaring the shit out of people or beating them when they're not doing their job. This is something you're very good at, so they hired you. Because the doctor did not want to help such unethical, doctor said. I don't think it's unethical. It's just work. Street work. But the family dealt in lots of things. Dealt in drugs.
Gotcha.
A little bit of mechanics.
Drugs and quantum mechanics. Okay. Who's the kids? Do I know them?
I don't remember kid's name. I tell you, names are just so hard for to make.
Lynn, do you remember the name of the kids that and their spouse that took over the business that I was asking about?
Maybe I can't remember, but I'm trying my best to find a way to remember, right? Like, I think this is related to Submarine. Like, I'm not sure if Submarine is the kid or was the dad. Like, that's what Katie, have
I'm
put
assuming
together.
that submarine would be the kid because they're the current boss of pulled pork.
This is out of character. Kind of in character because Lynn's brain, but whatever. What I think happened is the original Submarine, the one at the beginning with Tommy Wasabi, real Submarine, the original boss. But you've got targeted for Tommy Wasabi's murder. I think you may have, like Few stated, done that. That may have been what you were supposed to do because Hannah Meek mentioned that someone died and it's not your fault. Which, if you say that, that's your fault. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not your fault, but
Well, I don't think that Tommy Wasabi was the mob boss. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Wasabi was the mob boss. I mean, maybe their death was coincidental, but I think you might be onto something. But the mob boss died before I started working for you.
okay, so timeline.
Those emails from Tommy Wasabi were kind of within the time frame of when I was already working for you.
Yeah, and your friend who work at Gummy Max Factory, they said that their drug operation has been like falling apart. Like things aren't as well run as they used to be. So I think that could be related to the kid taking over. Maybe not following in his father's footsteps, but not doing the best job. But this is all conjecture. But yeah, do you think we can squeak by on legend lore? Because I can also try casting divination.
What more information are you looking for? What's the question with legend
The
lore?
kid's names. Do I know any high-profile mob families in the city where there has been a weird death?
If I give you the name, I'm giving you the ending.
Ah, okay. So we can cut that. Don't worry about it.
It's fucking what's his 420? What's his name?
Tommy Wasabi?
That's the guy.
We think he worked for the mob as a drug runner.
I think Zastash is the mob boss.
Ooh.
Ah. Yeah.
Is Felzar a kind of food?
Yo, what does that rearrange to?
Hold on a second. No. Zastasha Felzar is an animatronic, right? Or a robot or something. And their parent is the original Zastasha Felzar.
Extasha.
Yeah, spelled the same, said differently, yes.
It was Zastasha and Extasha.
Oh, Extasha. Could maybe Zastasha's parent, quote unquote parent, be the mob person that died right before I got hired at the agency.
I don't remember the name of the kid, and I really wish that I had paid more attention at the time. But I also don't think that you are don't think that was something that you were telling people if that was secret mission. There's a lot of people who have parents. We're looking for Nepo baby in big cities. There's a lot of them. Like,
That's a good point. Yeah, Rux, we'll need to figure out how to fix this memory too. I think in order to figure out how to fix it, we need to figure out how it happened. Did you all remember Rux taking a fall or hit on the head or anything like that?
I don't think so. They're pretty good at taking, big hit without long-term damage, I think.
Shannon, roll me charisma saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay. 27.
Okay.
Damn.
Then we will let you decide how you want to handle this. There is something that you know that may help with Rux regaining their memory. However, you've specifically been told not to say anything.
Wait, what?
By who?
That is a question for the next episode of Roll Gay Roleplay.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of information in the next episode, and that's going to be fun. Until next time, I'm Kris the DM. You can find me on all social media at Kris Drinks Lemonade.
I'm Tisha. You can find me chatting in the Discord, asking people what the answers are.
I'm Brandle. You could find me playing The Sims. Wabadebadoo.
Yes. Hi, my name is Katie, and you can find me outside, forcing myself to enjoy the weather, even though I have seasonal allergies.
Heard.
And I'm Jonathan. Escucha las palabras de las brujas. Los secretos escondidos en la noche. Los antiguos dioses invocamos ahora la obra de la magia oculta.
Oh my gosh, I
Wow.
can't believe you have that memorized.
It's my favorite line from that Spanish version of Chart.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
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 An RGRP LLC production. Music by Joe Barsanti.